Okay, here's part 2 of Stronger Readers. And it doesn't matter if you homeschool or you actually send your child to school, because when your child comes home, you have to help them do their schoolwork. They need successful moments. So there's one more thing that we do here at home, and that is, what do you do when you have a kid that has to read a history and science book, especially as they get older and they're reading math and science, history and science books that are at grade level, but they're not at that reading grade level themselves. So I just have an example of a history book. You know, you have a history book, it's all this writing, and they have to read it. And what do you do? Or with science. So what I do here at home is, again, using technology. You get on your iPad, or your iPhone does it. And I'm sure an Apple computer or some fancy computer that would have a speaker would do it. But this app is called Voice Record. It is free. What I do is I read a chapter of the book, of the science or the history book that she is reading currently, and I record that chapter. And she hears me make mistakes, because guess what? I'm dyslexic and I'm going to make mistakes. And I'll tell her, oh, Mom read that word wrong, rather than trying to start to read the chapter all over again. And then I save it, and I download that chapter that I read to my own private YouTube page. And so when I am going to help my other child in school, and she needs to read history or she needs to read science, then she just goes onto my private YouTube page, and I will show you what it looks like. And I have everything in its own category on the YouTube page, and it's just called Voice Record Pro, and it's free. And I've recorded the book with just my voice, so she opens the book and she reads it, and now I can do a writing lesson or a math lesson with my other child. But here's a great way for you to do history and science at home, and you homeschool a child, especially if you do need some other time to help another child, because some of us are homeschooling more than one kid. So that's something that we do that makes it easy. Or if I'm in a class with my other child, this is what she does. She listens and follows along with the book. She's seeing the words, she's hearing the words, she's following along, and with her finger, and it's kind of like she's touching and saying, and it's getting in one way or another. And there's not as much of a struggle in science and history. And again, it's a great resource to have to make reading easier. And the more technology improves, the more likely they're going to have more books on audio than they do in writing. So I hope that this helps you. I hope that and I just want to encourage you that the road is hard. It's not easy for it's not easy to teach a dyslexic kid. You have to sometimes come up with a new way of teaching something every day, and it doesn't mean that they're going to get it that way. Or you've taught them something, and then the next day they've literally forgotten, and you have to start all over again. I just encourage you to be patient, and the Word of God says the joy of the Lord is our strength, and you have to come to the Lord in prayer every day. And we start our day in prayer, and I believe that helps us. So I hope that this helps you. Have a blessed day.